We hear a lot about artificial intelligence, but we must consider biological intelligence. Biological intelligence has taken millions of years to evolve through trial and error, powered by the energy of the Big Bang. In these pictures you can see that there is a corrosion engineer using an Alexander cell and his brain to remember the procedures that he is conducting. The human brain is an electrochemical organ structured three-dimensionally, with each node having many input-output connections. A computer, on the other hand, functions two-dimensionally, and this is why they are trying to develop quantum computers having qubits instead of transistors. A qubit is a way of presenting a gate which is either on or off or both. Living organisms consume molecules that release energy when their state is altered. This energy is conducted to nodes in the brain and nervous system that then signal other cells to react mechanically or chemically to utilize molecules of food to build more cells, repair damaged cells, or change shape and move limbs. Computers are manufactured as electronic circuits that cannot think, but can be programmed to use energy to present visual displays and perform mechanical functions, each of which requires a command. Machine learning is trial and error in a loop of coding that runs the data until a defined effect is achieved. And then that triggers the software to move to the next loop. Living organisms, such as humans, have evolved over millions of years through mutation and extinction, using available energy from the Big Bang, expansion being time. The energy required to power the data centers to function is so great that data centers consume more electricity than most cities and some countries. This energy is gathered from fossil fuels, tidal movement, solar farms, hydroelectric systems, and nuclear reactions. The human brain gets its energy from the food we eat, and this powers learning from input ports such as eyes, ears, and the skin for touch. It's not only capable of storing this information, but produces hard copy by a variety of forms of writing, such as the scientific study of cathodic protection in the pictures below. These are the writings of a scientist and mathematician. I was lucky enough to find a friend who was a scientist, mathematician and computer programmer who exactly complemented my own understanding of scientific reality. She was able to express my hypotheses in terms compatible with the scientific notation used to communicate in the academic community. We spent hours exchanging and blending our knowledge relating to energy, corrosion, and the equations that have been established, as can be seen in these pictures. I learned about the evolution of academic thought from ancient history to modern times, from my own experience and from the internet. This link that is shown here is to another scientist who is explaining that her view of science is very limited. We must understand energy, what it is and how to measure and control it efficiently as our own bodies, hives of bees or hills of termites. We must start by understanding how the decomposition of food molecules releases enough energy to power the brains of flying insects, to command the body's legs and wings to move in a way that enables three-dimensional movement through the air. Compare this to the computational energy required to command the moving parts of a single-seater aircraft or a jumbo jet. We can start this by studying corrosion of metals and decomposition of dead organisms that release heat energy. During the 3 nails experiment, we can measure the electrical energy in periods of time. Observing a potted rose plant in my kitchen window, I can see the changes over a period of time. The rose grows as a result of chemical reactions that consume energy. We know this because chilling slows the growth in the same way that putting fruit and veg in the fridge slows the decomposition. This all illustrates how primitive our global community is in our science and engineering by comparison to nature. The problem is that we are functioning under the control of man-made rules-based order. We must function within the universal laws of nature. And to do this, We must study and learn how energy has been harnessed by organisms during billions of years of evolution. Time is a dimension that commands everything because all activity takes time. Every movement is changes occurring during a period of time. An explosion is a sudden expansion that compresses time and changes the state of matter from solid to liquid to gas to plasma in an instant that is out of sync with its surrounding environment. We must be able to apply this understanding for the benefit of the community, including ourselves.